back again for your viewing pleasure. Got a 2006 SLK 350 Mercedes. Doing the radiator because it's cracked. I just lifted it, unplugged the radiator. You can kind of see there's some leakage right there. I just took the, I'm gonna take the clips off the oil line and then the coolant hose, and then I'll work from the top. Pretty simple. This is like I said, a 2006 SLK 350. This is the classic old guy car. So, all right, so I pulled the clip back. I like to try to take them off because they're so old, but it should be okay like that. There we go. Pretty big. All right, any clips I take off, we'll just throw in the bin. So yeah, the only thing I'm gonna do now is just drain it, and then we'll take a quick look at the top. Kind of an older car. I've never done one of these, but man, it does not look too hard. Thought it would be cool to make a little video of the Mercedes with the American flag. America. With the Japanese Bridgestones. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Pays 2.5. And then I'm replacing the hoses as well. So when I get those from the actual dealer, I'll pick up and resume. But for right now, looks pretty easy. Like I said, I'm doing the upper and lower hoses, so we'll unclip those and take that off once I drain it. Then I'll take the fan off, and it looks, like I said, it looks pretty easy. I'll have to get this line out of the way, but I'll move it in just a second. And then these things are kind of crazy looking, these clips. Odd, right? Yeah, German, yeah. So yeah, we'll catch up here in a minute. Like I said, let me get this draining, and then I gotta take a test drive on a truck. Oh yeah, it's stuck in there pretty good. To pry that out, so I'm gonna take the camera off, but like I said, we'll catch back up here in a little bit. Once I'm just gonna get it draining, I'll pop that hose off, and then I'll put the camera back on, and we'll take the rest of it off. So gravy. All right, I actually have quite a bit of time on that truck, so we're just gonna pick up right away where we left off. I just popped this hose out of the top. They're gonna replace it anyways, so just gonna take it off. Yeah, I guess I don't do a great job of showing that I actually do the work. I had a guy comment that there's no possible way that I do the work, that someone else is doing it for me. And I wish that was true, buddy. I wish that was true. I wish I could just be like, yeah, this is wrong, fix it. Well, that's not really how it works in this shop, unfortunately. But yeah, so upper radiator hose, I mean, nothing fucking crazy, but I recommended to replace them because this is a 2006. So, and then we'll just take the fan out. I already took out one of the mounts, so got a little bit of flex. So we're gonna have to push it up to take the condenser off. But with this one, I'm pretty sure you just push down on the tabs. I'll use a started there. Okay. All right, got the fan. I think I just accidentally dropped one of the oil lines as well because I already took the clip off and it just knocked it out. Yeah, that's okay. So we'll just put these back, and remember, hopefully they have new, get a light down there for you. For some reason, I keep losing my damn light. Right there on the ground. Like I said, this one's not too bad. Pull that other oil line out here, and then I'll just make sure the oil's good. Just gonna kind of have to let it drain. And then this line got stuck. It's because the fucking... I don't know. I'm gonna have to beat it out probably. We'll see how it goes. I gotta release it from here. If I can get that off, I'll just pull the radiator out real quick and then just work on the hoses. I don't know why this thing is stuck. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta beat it up a little bit. Gotta beat on it. There's just no room for these hoses either. So weird. Okay, so this is all loose. Nothing on that side. Release this clip. But yes, I do the work, man. There's nobody that does it for me. So I reckon, like I said, this guy had a cracked radiator. It was cracked right here at the top. He changed his own AC compressor, but the he's not getting power to it. So, all right, so these are just like little pinchy clips. Just pinch them down a little if you can, and pull the condenser up. It looks like, yeah, and then off, and then, you know, let me get the oil line out of the radiator. Everything's being so cooperative today. Okay, let me put one of these on the ground real quick, and we'll just make it as nice as possible if we can. Uh-oh. Stuck on here. I mean, it's getting caught on like a bracket. I don't think I can take those off. So let's see what fun this is. Does it just go down? No, I don't think it goes down. There we go. Just have to move it forward a little. Try to be smarter than the things you're dealing with. All right, cool, radiator's out. I'm just waiting on hoses and the other radiator. And then, yeah, we'll get back to it when I get the rest of the stuff here. All right, I got a radiator, but I don't have hoses yet. So I'm just gonna get the radiator ready. I was thinking about maybe waiting until I got the lower hose, but I should be okay. There's just like not a whole lot of room to... I'll just put the radiator in and leave the fan out. That way I have a little bit of room to mess with it, but it's the new guy. It's got the new clips in it. When you go to put these in, this is a little bit older. They use the, like this, they look like fuel caps, like spring fuel clip. So I just remember to put those in. There's one in the water pump and then one on the outlet. So see how it goes. I don't know how I even got it out last time. There we go, there we go. I don't even know how that went in, but not quite. There we go. Ah, there we go. All right, cool. All right. I'll just clip the, just make sure that the condenser goes in the right spot. It looks like it just swings under right there, and then clips in, and then this one as well. All right. And then I'll just let it chill for now. Oh, the mounts are in the old one. Okay. I thought I was missing something here. That's weird. Pull those out real quick. That one came out because it's pretty old. Hey, there you go. And like I said, we're just getting it staged for now, and then when I get the hoses, I should have plenty of room to kind of go through and put them in. You know, not too bad. This is a little easier than I thought it was going to be, actually. So, like I said, and then this is just one little fan plug. I'm not going to plug the oil lines in just yet. Like I said, I'll wait till I get the lower radiator hose. Special order from the dealer. You can see they kind of have these weird ass metal clips. A couple of them, one of them on the bottom, yeah, this one got seized in there, so I had to mess with it and get it out. So cool. I'll get you another shot when I get the hoses. I don't know, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But we'll go from there when I get them, and then we'll bleed the system. All right, we're back. They got the hoses. We are looking at like 3 days from the last video. I looked at this thing on a Friday. It's Thursday. Yeah, I don't know. My power was out last night, so I'm all fucked up. So, but this is the lower hose and the upper hose. I'm going to put them on and stop filming, or I'm going to stop filming and then put them on, because I don't have too much room to put these on, and I got to do just a couple things. I don't want to hit the camera as I'm working above my head. So this is basically just going to look like this into the water pump and into the, they just have to be a certain way so the clips clip in there. So and then the top just runs across to the outlet into the radiator itself. So I'll get them all installed, and then we'll vacuum it and get it out of here. So, all right, we got them hoses on. We just lubed them up, slipped them on. You know what I mean? So I had to buy this yesterday. This one adapter is $65, but I bought it because I just wanted it to match my my test kit, and I wanted to be able to vacuum fill this system and not just have to bleed it, air bleed it. So sometimes you got to do that. But yeah, we'll just, like I said, get this thing bled out real quick. Off, on, straight into the empty. Whoa. Got to put this one straight into an empty bottle, because it's gonna, I don't know, we'll figure out what the fuck to do with that in a second. These little hoses have to be oriented a certain way. I don't know if you could see that, but there's like a little triangle. It's just so they could slip in the clips. They like clip on. You know how these guys like to build everything weird. So get the air. Turn this off so it doesn't just splash me right away. Okay, I can set this up somewhere down here probably. That should be fine. All right, on, off. And I'm just looking to see if it holds, and it should. Hoses are collapsing already. Usually, if it's not, it'll jump a little bit. You know, I like to see it in the yellow at the very least. I don't like that it's not quite there. We'll let it climb. It looks like it's trying, so it's gonna make it. So but then I'll shut it and we'll see if it holds. You know, and then if it doesn't hold, what I'll do is just fill it as much as it'll let me, and then I'll run it and look for leaks. So that should be fine. Oh no, it's not holding at all. Uh-oh. That's not very cool. Oh, that's why. Because I didn't close the valve. So we'll let it climb again and see if I can figure out how to use my own tools. No, it's just about there. Alright, so now we'll close the valve. And then we'll close this so it's holding. You know, once I see it doesn't move at all, like at all, I'll just open the coolant valve and let it go. And then as it fills the system, I'll just keep an eye on it. Just let this go right now. Good with that. It's a slow fill. You know, this guy had a AC. He came in, one of my colleagues looked at it, just did a recharge for him. The guy said that it worked for a little while and then his compressor failed on the way home. So the customer himself replaced the compressor and he left it unplugged. I didn't look at it until he brought it back after he replaced the compressor. He wanted us just to recharge it and turn it on. So I recharged it, I vacuumed it and recharged it, plugged it in for him. And then I figured out it's not getting power. And then as I was looking into the wiring diagram, these things run like, I don't know if anybody's familiar with like a Dodge or like Chrysler, how they wire up the tip-ems. But these things have what they call a SAM, which is similar to how Dodge wires up their cars. So the AC's ran by a signal from the SAM and it's not receiving it. So usually they have to be rewired or they're hardwired in. My AC fuse was actually good and the compressor works. So, you know, modern engineering, but it looks like it's filled. We'll open all the valves, yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just clean it up, and you know, we'll get you one little quick shot when it's running just to prove that it doesn't leak. All right, it's all running. Looking good, no leaks, got all the covers on. You know, this is a pretty simple video, but I just wanted to make one. I don't have any Mercedes videos. I do work on Mercedes, but keep forgetting to film one. You know, and also to show that we do all makes and models here, like that we don't really shy away from anything. And if there's any way that we can help, we like to show how. So 06 SLK 350 radiator, upper and lower hoses. I did an AC diag, but I didn't go through it because I thought it was going to be a simple recharge, like I said, from what the customer told me. So, but another job completed. So we'll see what's up on the next one.